Welcome to SyncLite Platform Getting Started Demo. Extract the SyncLite Platform release zip file. Open and check the contents of the release. Open the README file. README file contains various sections, attributions, SyncLite license information, release structure, and detailed instruction to get started with the SyncLite platform. Open the license directory and check the free developer license shipped with this release. Go through the SyncLite end-user license agreement and SyncLite privacy notice carefully. Open the bin directory in a command prompt. Run deploy.bat file. Run start.bat file. It should start the Tomcat server. Open the URL http://localhost 8080 in browser. The default username and password to open the Tomcat Manage App console is SyncLite. SyncLite. You will see two apps, SyncLite Consolidator and SyncLite Sample App. Open both the applications. In the SyncLite Consolidator app, go to Configure Job to get started with a Consolidator job configuration. It starts with the end-user license agreement. Check the work directory configuration. It defaults to new directory SyncLite/workdir under user's home. You can go with all the configuration defaults for the purpose of this demo. You can check detailed tooltips on each user input which explain individual configurations. This demo attempts to perform data consolidation with stage directory set as the local file system, and a single SQLite database as destination database. Once you start the job, you can see the job status as running with various other job statistics on the dashboard. You can open the most recent contents of the job trace file by clicking on the job status. On the SyncLite Sample app, create a transactional device. Note the default value of destination type as FS and local stage directory as SyncLite/stagedIR under your home. Once you create, it should show a success message. Go back to the consolidator and observe the dashboard to see that it detects and registers the recently created device with name 1. Back on the sample application, go to the Run workload, create a table T1 and insert a record. SyncLite Consolidator should pick up SQL changes made on the device via received log segments and consolidate them. The device screen shows various statistics including tables and operation counts. You can click on the sync status and open the most recent Consolidator job trace for this device. You can click on the device path and try querying data on the live replica that is maintained by Consolidator for this device. Analyze Data tab allows querying the consolidated database. You can see table T1 in the consolidated SQLite database has one record with few additional columns which help analyzing the origins of this record. The dashboard provides critical statistics about the ongoing data consolidation job. Open the release and check out the tools subdirectory containing SyncLite CLI tool. Open the CLI tool directory in a command prompt. If you run SyncLite.bat without any command line options, it creates a new SyncLite device with name test with all default settings. SyncLite Consolidator should detect and register this new device. Back on the SyncLite CLI prompt, you can create the same table T1 in this test device and insert a record. The consolidator should detect this change in real time and perform data consolidation. You can query destination database through Analyze Data tab again and see the new record received from device test is consolidated in table T1. You can continue doing more operations or stop the consolidator job. Stop the sample app and the CLI tool. The release bin directory contains another script, stop.bat, which stops the running job and Tomcat server. SyncLite directory under the home should contain three subdirectories db, stage.dir, and work.dir, created during this demo. The db directory contains database files 1 and test.db as created by SyncLite sample app and the SyncLite CLI tools respectively. The stage.dir contains the device directories for both the devices, 1 and test. The work.dir is created by the SyncLite Consolidator job. It also contains one directory per device which internally maintains device replica and other internal files. The consolidated SyncLite database file is also created under work.dir by default. The release bin directory also contains Docker file and Docker scripts to deploy, start, and stop consolidator job. The bin stage directory contains Docker file and Docker scripts to deploy, start, and stop SFTP server and min.io object storage server, to serve a SyncLite device stage and enable data consolidation from remote applications. The bin DST directory contains Docker file and Docker scripts to start PostgreSQL and MySQL databases as destination databases. The release lib consolidator directory contains WAR file for consolidator which you can choose to deploy on your own application server. Liblogger directory contains the SyncLite logger jar file which you need to add as a dependency in your Edge applications to create and use SyncLite Edge devices. Sample apps directory contains various sample apps. The source code of this sample application used in this demo is provided with this release. The Java directory contains sample Java source files for each SyncLite device type with instructions in README file. The Python directory contains sample Python source files for each SyncLite device type with instructions in README file. You can get started with these same instructions on Ubuntu, by using the supplied shell scripts for deploying, starting, and stopping SyncLite. Thank you for watching.